Hey, welcome to the Third World server, and this video we're going to take a look at the Mcmmo Olympic Games grounds, where we'll be having events on the server that are kind of like server mini games based on skills for the server plugin called Mcmmo, and the skills are, let's see. These are the skills right here on the right hand side: excavation, mining, smelting, woodcutting, swords, repair, herbalism, acrobatics, unarmed, fishing, archery, axes, taming, and alchemy. For the Mcmmo Olympic, we'll be having a event for all of the skills except for taming, as I haven't figured out really any interesting way to make an event based on taming that actually involves the taming skill. And the taming skill, basically, all you do is you tame animals, three of which are horses, ocelots, and wolves, and taming horses just involves riding them for a few seconds. Ocelots is kind of harder, you just give them fish, and wolves just, well, I don't know, maybe I could make an event that involves taming ocelots, as that is kind of a challenge at times. I don't know, maybe. Maybe I will make an event for taming. Tell me, you guys tell me what you think of that, because it's still going to be like several days, like a couple of weeks before I have the Mcmo games. Anyways, I'll get into the events. We'll start off with the archery event here, which is pretty simple. You take a bow. I don't have a bow, but if I had a bow, I would shoot my bow I would shoot arrows and try to hit these wooden buttons. The first row, the easiest targets are worth 1 point. The second row of targets is quite a bit more challenging. It's worth 2 points, and these last two over here are the hardest, obviously, they're worth 3 points. So there's a total of, that's 6, so that's 12 here plus 5, so there's 21 possible points. I'm going to be giving people, the contestants, 25 arrows that they're allowed to fire, so that's 25 shots to make 21 points, and I don't think anyone's going to be able to get all 21 points. Over here we have a pool where people will be participating in the fishing event. Oh, also, I've done balancing for these skills. For the most part, a lot of these skills, just having the highest Mcmmo skill will not mean the person with the highest Mcmmo skill is going to be guaranteed to win. Like this archery contest, it basically doesn't involve your Mcmmo skill level. It's completely irrelevant, and it's based more upon the actual individual's personal skill, like actual player skill, as opposed to their Mcmmo level. So that's based all on talent here. I'm trying to use another word instead of skill, because the skills are called skills, and yeah, player talent is what the archery event is balanced on. The fishing event is based more on luck and talent, in the sense that you're able to, your twitch reflexing is better, I suppose, although one of the main factors, the two main factors that are gonna determine the winner for the Mcmo, the fishing event, is whoever has the least latency, the least amount of latency, and just luck in general. The skill level, the level of the contestant skill does matter a little bit, but only a tiny bit, in the sense that players with a fishing skill of 125 and above get better, they have a higher increased chance of getting a bite from fish when they're riding a boat, and I'll provide boats for everyone if they want to ride a boat, if their skill's high enough to take advantage of that. They get, I think it's a 2% chance of getting a bite sooner from a fish, like per tick, and there's 20 ticks. A tick is just basically a measurement of time that the server does, so 20 ticks per second, so you have a 2% higher chance of getting a bite if you're in a boat while you fish, and also another 2% while it's raining. So if you're riding a boat and it's raining while the event's going on, you have a 4% chance increase of everyone else, so it's very slight. Okay, over here we have the weapons skill arena. I do need to do a little bit more work on this, actually. Maybe. I don't know. I'll figure it out. There's a lighting bug there. A lighting glitch, whatever. This arena is going to be for the swords, axes, and unarmed skill. And how these three events will work is basically players will be fighting against mobs, and whoever gets, I think what I want to do is whoever gets the most mob heads, like certain mob heads will be worth certain points. So like a zombie head will be worth 1 point, a skeleton head's worth 2 points, and creeper head's worth 3 points, I guess. I'm just making that up right as I go there. I hadn't actually thought about that. But that sounds good to me. And of course you guys can tell me what you think of that, but it sounds pretty reasonable to me. There won't be any player versus player events going on, because that is not exactly quite the right thing. That makes it more of a tournament, and these events aren't tournaments, they're sort of placements, if that makes sense. I don't know how to be more clear about that. Sorry, I've been working a lot. I've worked 29 hours, I don't know, the last 48 hours. This is the acrobatics event. It's not gonna, this isn't finished. I decided that I'm gonna change it, but basically it's gonna involve platforming and parkour-ish stuff. Your Mcmmo skill level will help a little bit, in the sense that you won't take as much fall damage if you have really high Mcmmo skill level. But it's going to be more based on player talent and their ability to make difficult jumps. Like, I guess I'll have to use fly here to get over this fence, but like there'll be some jumps like this. I'm gonna tear down all this stuff because this is not what I'm gonna have, but to play it, there's gonna be difficult jumps like this one here. It's possible, but it's difficult if you don't know how. I know how to do it. I can't always make it the first couple of times, but being able to jump across a 4-block space with a very short run-up. It's definitely possible. You guys, if you're planning to participate in the the acrobatics event, you should practice, because it is difficult. Over here is going to be the wood cutting event, and the way this works is... oh, I didn't explain the fishing one at all. For fishing, whoever catches the most fish. Hopefully everyone assumed that. That's a pretty simple event. For the wood cutting event, whoever can collect the most wood. And the way this event is balanced, the Mcmmo skill level for woodcutting is of a high advantage, but it won't be enough to win the game or the event, because the contestants will be using stone tools. The wood feller skill or tree feller skill allows players to cut down entire trees, but actually I might need to make it iron axes, because I don't think stone axes will really work very well with tree feller. But tree feller will like cut down like entire trees. Like you cut the bottom block and the rest of the tree just falls down. So the high wood cutting skill will help with that, but it won't be enough to guarantee a victory, because you can only, even with a really insanely high wood cutting skill, you can only, like with an iron axe, you'll only be able to cut down a few trees before the durability breaks, and then your tree feller special ability will run out. So it's still a fair chance for everyone to win, even people with low wood cutting skills. Over here is the herbalism skill event, and how this event will work is all the contestants will be given a bunch of seeds, and they'll right click on dirt, and whichever contestant is able to make the most grass grow within a set amount of time will be the victor. And this is based a little bit on luck, and having a high herbalism skill will definitely help, because the higher your herbalism skill level, the higher chance you have of getting a successful green thumb event. And I do need to work on lighting up this area a bit more. Ha! Oh, that skeleton stole that creeper head. That was funny. There are two events that are in this building here. This is going to be the repair and alchemy skill events. They're both events are going to be very similar. I was lazy, and mostly because after I built the this building for the repair, I had no idea what the Mcmmo alchemy skill involved, because I had never really used vanilla alchemy at all. So I researched it and found out it was actually really cool. But how these two events will work is that each player will have their own color, and for repair they'll need to repair something like an iron cuirass that's damaged. In order to do so, they will need iron ingots, and they'll have to go searching through all of these chests to find enough. Actually, it'll be more than just an iron cuirass. It'll be like a full iron armor, and maybe some other miscellaneous stuff, like you'll have to repair a bow, so that you'll have to like search for multiple ingredients to repair your items, and you'll have to search through all these chests to get all the items and repair them on the anvil over here. And for the alchemy, it'll be a very similar thing. You'll need to brew specific potions. I'll decide later which specific potions that you need to brew. And in order to brew them, you'll have to look for the ingredients in all these chests here. And I'll include a glass bottle, and glass bottles, I guess I'll put glass bottles full of water, the ingredients, and so forth. So that's how that will work. Oh, you'll also have to find... Yeah, okay, so, like, you won't find iron ingots in the chests. You'll find iron ore, and you'll need to look for coal as well to cook the ore. That kind of thing. This thing over here is the excavation event, and it's going to be filled with sand, but before I fill it with sand I need to hide the chests, and the chests are going to be full of bones, sort of like some kind of archaeology kind of dig, kind of themed event, with the players who find the most bones will be the victor. Sorry, I spaced out there for a second. And I haven't filled it up with sand yet because I need to put the chest in, and I need to hide the chests, and the whole point of this event is the player's ability to find the chests, so I'm not going to add chests so that no one's I'm not going to add any chests yet so that no one's tempted to cheat and sort of look for the chests before the event goes on. And these two will be sort of like a death match kind of thing. It'll still be the top 3 people. Okay. The top 3 people. You know, like a gold, a silver, and a bronze medalist, but it'd be the diamond, the gold, and the iron medalists. And all these events will have first, second, and third places, with respective prizes. So first place, or diamond place, will get some amount of server currency, like, I don't know, $3,000 for first, $2,000 for second, $1,000 for third, as well as an amount of respective materials. So like for first place, or quotation marks diamond place, you'll get, like, I don't know, like 8 diamonds, I think, gold, 8 gold ingots, iron, 8 iron ingots. You get the point. I was just thinking, that doesn't really work. This event doesn't really work the way I said it does. You can't really have a first, second, and third place. So just now, as I record this, I changed my mind on how these events work. It'll be whoever can repair the most broken gear, which will be, I guess I'll go back to iron cuirasses. Whoever can get the most fully repaired iron cuirasses will be the victor, so the first, second, and third place that way. And for the alchemy skill, will be whoever can brew the most of whatever potion I tell them to breed, which will probably be water-breathing potions, which are a Mcmmo thing, so that anyone can do it, which requires lily pads and any other kind of potions. So I'll have people breed awkward potions with lily pads, and they can make water-breathing potions that way. So for alchemy, whoever can brew, the people who can brew the most water-breathing potions will be the victors, and the people who can repair the most iron, fully repair the most iron cuirasses, will be the victors. There. That's settled. That's all the events, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully that was coherent enough so that everyone gets the idea of what each event will be like. I think I represented them enough so that everyone has the general idea. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.